This is where CDC experts track every major outbreak in the world. They have helped stem the spread of Ebola, tracked the progression of a pandemic flu, partnered with the World Health Organization to end polio, and much more. Dr. David Satcher, one former director, says countries around the world look to the CDC for health information.
See, what I remember is that whenever there was a major issue in the world, people called the CDC before they called the World Health Organization, even though there was a very good working relationship between the CDC and WHO.
In dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, CDC critics say it has failed, that its first coronavirus test was tainted. Yet 5 former directors still in health leadership roles defend the agency, saying much was unknown at the beginning. Dr. Julie Gerberding is now a vice president at the pharmaceutical giant Merck.
What I would love to be able to do is to rewind the tape, because we do know some things for sure about this virus. We know it's incredibly transmissible, and we know that most people are still susceptible.
The more we learn, the more we know, the better we can control it.
Dr. Frieden heads a global health initiative called Resolve to Save Lives. All 5 doctors say it's time to put politics aside and pull together to end the crisis.
Somebody needs to call attention to what we have to do together. And that's a level of leadership that for which there's no substitute. It's at the level of the president.
President Trump has been pushing for schools and businesses to reopen, even though the virus has not been contained.
If you have politicians saying that CDC guidance is a barrier to getting children back into school instead of the roadmap for doing it safely, the whole system breaks down.
Since the coronavirus broke out in the U.S., the information comes from the White House. The former CDC directors say the information is sometimes wrong, dangerous, or misleading.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see,
the president later said he was being sarcastic.
We need to feed truth back to the American public and to use those truths with our scientific evidence to control this disease.
Dr. Jeffrey Copeland says everyone must work together to end this pandemic.
If we could all just be pulling in the same direction, we would make considerable progress quickly.
A White House spokesman told VOA the administration and the CDC have been working together since the start of the pandemic, and that the president's highest priority is the health and safety of the American public. Carol Pearson, VOA News, Washington.